Like, why are you walking away from me?
Why would you not tell me that you had a two-man?
Side, that Asian, Korean, Japanese, that other side is where, culturally, those women were taught to hold down.
Guy finds out his girlfriend had a train ran on her in the worst way. Columbus short goes passport bro, and then it's going to be a sad reality for a young lady as men refuse to help her move into her house.
Is that why? Am I intimidating? Am I more masculine than you?
But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Definitely share the video, and if this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to it.
Like, why are you walking away from me?
Why would you not tell me that you had a two-man?
A two-man, is that what they're calling trains nowadays?
I mean, we were just playing Never Have I
game.
Ever.
That's
No,
not
we
a
were
game.
playing Never Have I Ever.
But
So
we're in a relationship. How could you not tell me that you did a whole two-man? Like, you trying to embarrass me or something right now?
we don't talk about how many bodies or nothing like that. Like, that was just...
We've talked about a lot. You had a whole
No.
some with two dudes, and that's something that you think you couldn't tell me about?
No, it's not threesome. It's actually like 4 people. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. I was just playing a game. Why are you
That's
so
not a
upset?
game. Like, you over here getting trains run on you. That's how it's not a game.
No. That's not.
But that sounds like that. What you said? You said 4 people. That sounds like a train to me.
Okay.
That's more than a train, my man. That sounds like a switch or rule swinger party. Sounds like she was really experimenting. And this is what a lot of women out there are going to do. They're going to put themselves in the streets. They're going to have fun. They're going to sew up their royal oaks. And one day they're going to stop, look in the mirror, and they're going to say, you know what? I'm getting old. I'm probably not going to get the guy I want. It's time for me to start settling down. Now, as they get into relationships and start to become comfortable with the man that they're with, they're going to feel like they can say anything that comes out of their mouth, and he's just going to have to accept it, and he's going to forgive them because they both have built up a bond. This is how a lot of women online are ugly. They know they're going to catfish, but they feel like, if I chat with this guy for a couple months and then we finally meet up and I expose the truth, then he's just gonna like me for who I am because we chatted for so long. When realistically, if you've put off a certain persona and then you show that man you were something else, he no longer looks at you as the persona that you spoon-fed him. With this guy, he's looking at his woman as a tramp. Once a man starts to look at you as a tramp, he'll no longer respect you.
But I was younger. Like, why does it matter now? We're much older now.
It matters because you never told me this, and you waited until we were around a group of people my girl is out here having trains run on her. You don't see the problem with that?
She waited till you got in a crowd of people and you guys started playing truth or dare, and she exposed something that she'd been hiding for years, knowing that it was going to make her look degradable, but yet she's willing to make herself look like this to impress other people. Bro, you got to get rid of her because she's too comfortable around you. And I tell men all the time, when a woman does not have to prove herself to you, you're going to get the ultimate disrespect because she's already looking down on you. Women only submit and adjust to guys they have to prove themselves to.
Like, that's not cool.
No,
That's
I
not
think understanding. It's a game.
that is
And
nothing.
I just answered the question.
It's a game and the truth came out. It's a game and the truth came out and he's not happy with what you said. Why? Because it makes yourself look less than what he thought of you. This used to work back in the day where a woman can be liberated and men will accept it. But over the years, men have become desensitized to a woman's actions and they're pretty much looking for real women now. So when women start doing degrading things that show you worth for the streets, you got to kind of go back into that crowd of men. As you get older and you start getting around a more mature man, you're not going to be able to speak that freely. And another thing, when you start dating in your 30s, a lot of these women that have been ran through in their 20s, they're the only ones that are available, which is why it's a sad place when women get in their 30s. It's because you try to cover up your past, but some way, somehow, it finds its way to surface. She letting him know with that look, homie, we probably gonna get busy because I need to get busy. I'm feeling it right now. but I'm one of them crazy ones that's gonna perform in the bed, but then I'm gonna turn around and mess your life up. And that dude is getting caught up right now because he's just having a good time thinking that she really like him. No, that look that she just gave that man saying, I will mess your life.
That me, myself, my friends, we care, so we do makeup. We still look the same. It's just enhanced.
If a guy pull up to the date, you know what I
already don't
mean?
like how this
he
started.
he 5'11", right? Then he take his shoes off, and then he 5'7", right?
You're a liar. I trust
He
nothing.
enhanced himself, just like how y'all enhance.
Different. If I
How is he different? Enhancements is enhancements. I don't care if it's hair, eyelashes, height, booty, shape, it don't matter. If it's enhanced, it's unnatural. He makes a good point here.
What's the difference?
That is, I'm not taking a piece of my body. If I walk into the date and you like me because you saw my, and then I rip it off and leave it on the side, you're gonna be Drit. Don't take off 4 inches of your height.
You're going to take off 6 inches of your hair. Everything on you is going to be fake. By the time that man gets 6 months into the relationship, you look nothing like you was the night that he met you. We have to deal with fake everything. You could literally be the ugliest woman in the world and walk outside looking pretty by how you decorate yourself. A man has to wake up and see a different woman every time he gets with you.
The only bias, I would say, women, I can't be with you and then you peel off your hairline. Oh, if you take off your hairlines or if you untwist your locks and it come out, oh, I'm leaving.
So you're making it okay for a man to leave you. You can't be biased to the situation. So if he decides to leave you whenever you start taking out your fake hair, you have to be understandable.
But he enhancing himself just the same way you.
Yeah, you're a man. Don't do it.
What you mean?
You know what it is?
the way that I just want to know, like, what is the difference between being with black women and being with?
He comes into the home. They're not.
I just want to know, like, what is the difference between being with black women and being with?
He comes into the home. They're not, nigga, what you talking about? Unless you giving me this, doing that. There's no respect of the man, the black man, in that by black women. And I'm not, black women do not be mad at me. Cook, girl, you don't even know how to cook. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's all black women. Side, that Asian, Korean, Japanese, that other side is where, you know, culturally, those women were taught to hold down. But it's more than subservience. It's don't get it twisted. I know you know how to cuss cuss a man out thoroughly, but as soon as you cussing him out, you still making dinner, you still washing his clothes, you still cleaning the house. And you're not doing that with, you know, this is my job. That's just what you were trained to do. And I think that kind of training, you know, how you want to ride in a Bugatti, how you want to go on a yacht, but you don't know how to wash your own clothes. You don't know how to vacuum. You don't know how to put you don't know how to ramen you want. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, who gonna put the money on your books? I'll put the money on. No, you can go to jail. Take your black ass to jail, motherfucker, for you. So have some, you know, it's a different energy. It's not like maybe, okay, thank you for your criticism. Thank you for your honest, constructive criticism. And, you know, we can get it better. Or cook it for yourself.
Yeah.
You want a cup of noodle? You want some ramen? Somebody else come cook.
He's right. Black women look at unity as slavery. They feel like the man is supposed to always worship him and praise them for every little thing that they do. They feel like they don't have to be a woman that caters to her man. They just have to be a woman who can pay the bills and act tough. So if you're the man and the woman, what do you really need a man for? Just to have babies. That explains why 70% are single mothers and don't mind raising 5 or 6 kids by themselves. It's because that's what they're trained to do.
Well, a dog made me realize not too long ago.
I don't know.
What? Like your homeboy dog or like?
It's a dog talking. Like a puppy. Came and licked my toes, and I discovered that I like my toes licked. So I actually like that. Like I like getting my toes sucked.
So you like other dogs?
It always starts off with the little stuff that involves an animal. That's when you got to start looking at women a certain way. You have to understand, the more you desensitize your brain to P-Hub, the more you're going to have a reptilian mindset. Reptilian mindsets have you thinking in some crazy ways. In other words, once you start going down the rabbit hole, your desires will require more intense things, if you know what I mean.
Well, I like men licking my toes, but the dog made me.
She was like,
this feels. It was tickling something else at the same time. So, but I mean, just by licking my toes, it didn't go anywhere else. The dog. But now I'm in the shower sometimes. I don't know why I said in the shower, because it does happen in the shower, and I'd be like, what if I let a dog, you know, eat me out? How would it? What the?
So when you see a dog, you kind of get like a little hot, like
I don't
damn,
know.
that's a
It's that,
boy.
but you know, I get some thoughts sometimes. Like,
You're gonna have PETA all over you.
If you can,
this is all cap. You cannot get federal court.
all cap. But if it could happen, what kind of dog would you want?
No, we're not gonna take it that far, but maybe like a pit bull.
This is what happens when you're allowed thoughts to control the conversation. As much as men like talking about thoughts, you're actually giving them attention, placing them on a pedestal, giving them a voice, and putting money in their pocket while disrespecting them to make yourself feel good. Us as men, we have to stop giving thoughts attention. When I went live the other day, a man asked me, when am I going to go on these shows and debate with women? I'm sorry, but a real man does not sit and debate with women about anything, because once you start debating with women or sitting down having conversation about relationship, the women are going to always lead it with their emotions and what makes them happy. When you're a real man, you don't keep adjusting to what makes a woman happy. You make her adjust to you. And if she don't, you get one that does. Simple as that.
Ask you a question. Can I do a video with you to make my ex-boyfriend jealous?
Can you make her do a video of what?
With you to make my ex-boyfriend jealous?
First, you wanted to make your boyfriend jealous. Then as he starts to giggle, you say, oh, my ex-boyfriend jealous. The question is, why are you trying to make your ex-boyfriend jealous? Have he moved on? Does he have a better woman? And on top of that, making your boyfriend jealous is going to do what with this man? It's not going to place him on a pedestal. It's just saying that you're free for the night.
I'm just gonna say something real quick. Okay. All right. This is eating my ass in the back.
Oh wow, niggas rich, right?
And women are wondering why guys are not trying to marry you or be with you, because everything that you're doing now is either sexual liberated or evil. Like, women, you're really setting yourself up for men not to even go near you in the near future.
I just had to drag my AC out of my car to my apartment building. 3 guys passed me. None of them offered to help. None. 0 out of 3. Why? Because you couldn't lift it? You were too scared to lift it? Is that why? Am I intimidating? Am I more masculine than you?
Well, those guys seen that you can pick it up and lift it yourself, and you did manage to get it in the apartment. What you're realizing is that you're hitting the wall and that the signs of times are hitting you hard. In other words, you were used to a point where you could just get out and guys thought you were cute and they run all over to you to help you out. But as you're getting older, you're starting to realize that Miss Independent go a long way whenever you're 25, and it's pretty much lasting till you're 40 years old. What does that mean? That's that sad place that you're starting to enter, where guys are not doing nice things to get in your pants. See, a lot of you women are not getting it. When you're young, you develop these egos that have you thinking men are going to always be there for you. When men are younger, they're chasing the kitty cat. So they're going to do a lot of being nice. They're going to do a lot of simping. But as men outgrow their desires, they start to look at who you really are. And that's what this woman is facing. It's called the wall. You should have got a man a long time ago, because now if you're shocked that men are not helping you carry an AC up to your apartment, you should see what's getting ready to happen next. Go ahead and get a wine bottle and some cat.
I'm one of the most pro-black people you're gonna meet, right? And I understand the importance of black family and things like that. I remember I went to this printing shop. The girl at the counter, when I say this girl was so nice, I thought she liked me. She probably didn't, right? In hindsight, she probably didn't. It was probably just the white girl niceness. But in that moment, I realized this is why men fall head over heels for white women and foreign women. Because when you become so accustomed to our women, who even when they like you, they're gonna look at you and talk to you and treat you like you ain't worth a damn.
What you
And
want with
just
your big head? Right.
a compliment from our women is, oh, you think you look good. Where you think you going? That's a compliment. So when you experience the complete opposite, there's a movie, Denzel Washington movie, Equalizer.
And tell me, who cooks for you?
Sorry?
Who cooks for you?
You? No?
Home, in America. Who prepares your meals?
I do.
Would love to show you the real food of Altamonte. Would you come with me?
He was probably wet in that scene, sweating. Because a lot of men were. They were like, this exists?
Every man sees that reality but American men. Me personally, I'm with a foreign woman, and this is exactly how my foreign woman won me over, by being submissive and wanted to cater to me, which inspired me to become more successful and to work harder so I could turn around and take care of her, which is ultimately what a black man wants to do, because that's what he's been programmed to do. I say it all the time, black women, You train black men to treat you good. Every mother has her son prepped up to be the best husband because the black man starts off by practicing with his mom. So you'll notice that a lot of the guys out here who are really for the streets is because their moms are deadbeats or they're coming from sheltered homes. But when you take the average black man who grew up in a single mother home, that's the guy that's prepared to treat a black woman good. But that same black woman is teaching the black daughter, you don't need a man. You need to outdo a man. Both of them are under two different brainwashes. Black women can't perceive the love from a black man. It's because she's been taught that she doesn't have to. He has to buy it. But a black man's been taught, you must love a black woman. The only problem is he never gets the love back. This is why when black men get with foreign women, they make very good couples because he's already trained to treat a woman good.